Hey, what's going on, Audioholics? I'm Tyler from Audioholics Anonymous, and this is an update video on my record collection. I just got 12, I think, new records today, and I'm just going to show you what they are and talk about them for a bit. So, the first one I got, and probably the one I'm most happy about, is Thick as a Brick by Jethro Tull. Now, this actually is the newspaper version. So if I open this and open the gatefold and whatever else, I can actually read an entire newspaper. It's really cool. I'm not going to show you because I'd have to put down the microphone and that might take a hot minute. So I'm not going to do that, but really fucking cool vinyl record to own. And musically, it's my favorite Jethro Tull album. I am a huge, huge fan of this album. It's really only 2 tracks, Thick as a Brick Part 1 and Thick as a Brick Part 2. And it's really just supposed to be one big song. And it is absolutely phenomenal. I'm a huge, huge, huge fan of this album. Very happy that I found it for as cheap as I did. All right. Next, we have Supertramp, Breakfast in America. Now, I actually picked up some albums this time I'd never heard before, and this is one of them. Now, I picked up this one because I'd heard Supertramp is a really cool, maybe a little proggy, kind of like pop rock. I don't know. I heard they kind of are a really interesting band, and I want to experience that for myself. I think there's a song of theirs I know. Give a little bit of my life for you. Yeah, that's Supertramp, I believe. And that's not on this album, but I am really interested to listen to it. So that's why I got it. Next, we have an album that I'm very familiar with, Whitesnake, Whitesnake. Oh, I'm so happy to have this vinyl now because I am a huge fan of Whitesnake. Of all the hair metal acts that are out there, this is probably my favorite. You got Crying in the Rain, Bad Boys, Still of the Night, which is one of my favorite songs. Of course, you have the hit, Here I Go Again. You have Give Me All Your Love, Is This Love, Children of the Night, Straight for the Heart, Don't Turn Away. This is a fucking great album. Fantastic. I'm really happy to own it on vinyl now. Really, really happy about that. And I only got it for $10. It's really cheap. Next, I have Fragile by Yes. Oh, I'm happy to own Fragile. This is the one with Roundabout on it, in case you didn't know. And it's got some really fucking cool art. There's more on the inside. It also comes with a booklet. This one was a little bit more pricey, $25, but worth it in my opinion because I love this record. It's a great record. And speaking of Yes, Tales from Topographic Oceans. Hell yeah. I am so happy to finally have this record too. This is the back of it. Yes, it always has just phenomenal album art, and they do really well with their vinyl releases. I still need another version of Close to the Edge, but after that, I think I have all the really good Yes albums. I have the Yes album, Close to the Edge, Tales from Topographic Oceans, and Fragile. Those are the considered the really, really good ones, right? I mean, I know there's quite a few others that I may get at some point, but those are considered the best, I think. I might be wrong. There might be others, but next I got some Van Halen records. I got Diver Down, which may not be my favorite Van Halen record of all time, but I am happy to have it because there are some pretty good songs on here. This is the one that has Where Have All the Good Times Gone, Little Guitars, Hang 'Em High, Secrets, Intruder, Oh Pretty Woman, Big Bad Bill, Dancing in the Street, Cathedral, Happy Trails, and The Full Bug. It's a pretty good album. I haven't heard it in a while. I remember thinking it's not my favorite thing in the world, but it's a Halen record, It's really good either way. Speaking of really fucking good Halen records, Fair Warning. Oh, man. I'd never heard this record before. And then Logan said, well, you need to listen to it because it's really heavy. I didn't believe him. It's fucking Van Halen. What do you mean they're heavy? I mean, Van Halen's impressive, but heavy. Oh, this album gets heavy, almost thrashy sometimes. Mean Street, So This Is Love, Push Comes to Shove, Sinners Swing. That's probably my favorite. Unchained, Dirty Movies. Hear About It Later, Sunday Afternoon in the Park, One Foot Out the Door. This is a fucking great album. It may have even rapidly become my favorite Van Halen record. I don't know. but I am happy to have it either way. Next, I have a few Moody Blues albums that I picked up. The first one is The Other Side of Life. I don't think Moody Blues have ever really put out a bad record. This is one that I've been looking for a while, and I'm happy to have. It has Your Wildest Dreams, Talkin' Talkin', Rock and Roll All Over You, I Just Don't Care, Running Out of Love, The Other Side of Life, The Spirit, Slings and Arrows, It May Be a Fire. Yeah, I like it. I think the Moody Blues, like I said, don't really have a bad album. And this is actually one of my favorite Moody Blues albums, On the Threshold of a Dream. Really, really good record. It has In the Beginning, Lovely to See You, Dear Diary, Send Me No Wine, To Share Our Love, So Deep Within You, Never Comes the Day, Lazy Day, Are You Sitting Comfortably, The Dream, Have You Heard, The Voyage, and Have You Heard Part 2. Yeah, really good album. Big fan of the Moody Blues. Next, I got another Cheap Trick album to add to my collection, The Dream Police. I actually talked about this a little bit in the last video I did about my record collection. I said it's not my favorite Cheap Trick album, but I do love it. Dream Police, Way of the World, The House is Rockin', Gonna Raise Hell, I'll Be With You Tonight, Voices, Writing on the Wall, I Know What I Want, Need Your Love. Absolutely great Cheap Trick album. I love Heaven Tonight. This is probably second place for me as far as my favorite Cheap Trick albums go. Next, we have an album I've been hunting for a long time, probably since I started collecting records. Santana. Holy shit. I love this album. This is so good. Waiting, Evil Ways, Shades of Time, Savor, Jingo, Persuasion, Treat, You Just Don't Care, Soul Sacrifice. This album art is fucking phenomenal. If you look closely, it's not just a lion. You can see the legs at the bottom, and then you can see like faces in the lion. I've always loved that about this picture. This part right here looks like a man with a hat on. This part looks like two men. Face right there. Two more faces on the sides. Really cool album cover. I love it. It's one of my favorites of all time. Another Santana album I got, Moonflower. Phenomenal album art again. I really love the detail that you get here. Of course, this is the one with Black Magic Woman. Santana. Come on, it's fucking amazing. And finally, but definitely not leastly, I got Jim Croce. You Don't Mess with Jim. I think it is Croce. I'm not really sure. This is the one with Time in a Bottle. And that song is practically the only reason that I bought it. I'm not huge on folk or folk rock, but I love that song. And from the second that I started collecting vinyl, I said to myself, if I ever come across the album with Time in a Bottle on it, I'm going to get it because Time in a Bottle is one of my all-time favorite songs. So I'm just going to go over the albums I got once more. Jim Croce, Don't Mess with Jim. Moonflower by Santana. Santana. Dream Police, Cheap Trick. On the Threshold of a Dream by the Moody Blues. Other Side of Life by the Moody Blues. Fair Warning by Van Halen. Diver Down, also by Van Halen. Tales from Topographic Oceans by Yes. Fragile by Yes. Self-titled White Snake album, White Snake. Breakfast in America by Supertramp. And finally, Thick as a Brick, Jethro Tull. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and hopefully next time I have more albums to show. Bye now.